What game title? What does it say now?
Over here.
Exploit takeover or something?
Weapon maximum. Firepower extended. Battery up. Shut down. Battery here.
What does it say now? I'm not gonna be on for long. I haven't been feeling too great today. Since there's like nothing interesting to watch right now. Maybe I'll hook up my capture card.
Firepower. Battery over here. Firepower. Battery up. Shut down.
I wish Transformers was out already.
Battery
Why
here.
can't they go by like Japanese time or something? Getting pretty bored of the stuff that I have. I wish they would freaking release that already.
Weapon max.
It's like the only time I've ever bought like an Activision game. Aside from Prototype.
Battery here. Shut down. Firepower. Battery over here. Firepower extended. Battery here. Accelerate. Battery over here. Shut down. Shut down. Battery up. Shut down. Battery here. Battery over here. Shut down. Battery up. Battery here. Firepower.
Wow, I put my plasma field out. Why did it not come out?
Shut down.
Yeah, this game's pretty cool. It's just I'm not really particularly good at it. And I think the frame rate's tanking a little bit. Maybe I need to look at my computer again. I had some extra money in PayPal, so I decided to pick it up.
Firepower. Battery here. Weapon maximum. Shut down. Battery up. Accelerate. Move it or lose it. Shut down. Battery here. Smashing it.
You know why this is a good game? I turned it on with my PS4 controller, and not only did it detect the
Battery up.
DualShock 4 instantly, it even changed the prompts, which hardly any game does.
Shut down.
There's like a handful of games on Steam that like actually detect that you're not using a 360 controller. So like the moment that I booted up the demo for this, I was like instantly impressed. I'm like, wow, I don't have to use DS4 Windows. It actually notices that not using an Xbox controller.
Battery here.
And this is an indie game. Like, wow, why don't the big ports do that? They all just like
Shut down.
blindly assume that you're going to use an Xbox controller for everything.
Battery up. Firepower. Weapon max. Accelerate. Battery here. Energy.
Aw, that was a good run. Yeah, see, like, look at this beauty. I've got
I'm just a little
got controller
android.
PS4 buttons on a PC game. Pretty awesome.
Sweet. Accelerate. Battery up. Firepower. Battery over here. Shut down. Weapon maximum. Out of my way. Battery here. That was just a warm-up. Firepower. Battery over here. Firepower. Battery here. Shut down. Battery up. Accelerate. Battery over here. Accelerate. Shut down. That was fun.
Oh man, I was close to my first S+. Nice. The developers said that they made their heads so freakishly huge so that you can actually see them while you're in the heat of battle, which I think is actually a pretty good design choice. A lot of other games do that, like the way that the characters are designed, they're like that to make sure that you can actually see them. But if you don't like their freakishly big heads, you can actually buy this here and have normal heads. I might do that, but I'm not like good enough at the game yet. I think having a large head is actually pretty beneficial. I mean, for an indie game, this game looks great. I mean, people complain about how indie games are all 2D platformers, and this one definitely sets itself apart. This doesn't really look like an indie game at all, to be honest.
Firepower. Battery here. Battery up. Accelerate. Weapon max. Battery here.
I did not see what hit me.
Shut down. Battery over here. That was fun.
Yeah, there's first-person mode. There's all kinds of stuff. Like, a lot of the things that people are complaining about in this game, you can fix. You just have to play the game enough to unlock them, which I think is a good compromise. I think the characters look pretty creepy myself, but the gameplay is really good. I like how fast-paced it is. It's got its own, unique style to it. In fact, I'm gonna play something else right now, actually. Hold on. I actually have to stop pretty soon. My roommate needs to sleep, so I think I'll do a run on this, and I'll send you guys somewhere else. If anyone's actually on at this hour. The soundtrack DLC for what? Damn, that was a good first life. I don't know, man. Maybe they're trying to make money back. I know they said that that game was like a huge financial risk for them to make. And I can see how that would be true, because it looks like, aside from the big heads, which are pretty divisive, like the game looks really clean. The presentation on that game is great. And most indie games don't really have a really high quality presentation like that, so maybe that's why. And they give you a lot of content for 15 bucks. You get a full campaign, which isn't like ridiculously long, but a decent length. I think there's like 10 characters in the game. There's a survival mode, which is what I was doing earlier. There's also daily challenges, full leaderboards, some unlockables. Maybe it could use a little more. Pretty good value. I don't regret buying it. I don't know how good I'll be at it. I don't think I'm gonna be like topping the leaderboards or anything. I'm really sad this game didn't take off. I thought this was an excellent sequel to the other two Geometry Wars games, even though the original staff didn't work on it. I think they did a great job. It's just, when it came out, it had that really bad progression in the single-player campaign, which turned off a lot of people. But they've fixed that now. You don't have to get more than 1 star per level at all. As long as you beat the level, you can progress in the campaign. You don't have to grind for scores anymore. But a first impression means everything with games these days. With how many good games there are, if a game's not perfect, like right away, people will just dismiss it. It's a shame. I mean, I thought the progression was pretty annoying. I bought this like right when it came out. And I thought it was annoying, but it wasn't really a deal breaker. I mean, you can still play all the classic modes just fine. There's no problem with those. It's cool that it was free on PS Plus. I actually bought it for my Vita. I played a lot more on Vita than PC. It's like the perfect portable game. You know, the playthroughs are like short enough to actually be used in a portable setting. The port is really great too. 60 FPS almost all the time. If there's a bunch of black holes on the screen, it'll tank a little bit, but I don't know, Geometry Wars slowdown is like actually a good thing in some cases. You have more time to react. Really rock solid port. I'm glad that I could play it. Anyway, I think I'm gonna end there. I can't really be talking on the mic at this hour. But tomorrow I'll be back. I'll probably be doing some prep time on DFO, some Azure Striker, 20XX, and then Tuesday, pretty much as soon as the game goes up, I have it downloaded and I have lunch, I'll be doing Transformers. So stick around in the chat. I'll send you guys elsewhere. Peace. Transformers, pretty much right when they put it out. I already bought it. But us PC peasants aren't nice enough. I guess we aren't deserving enough to have a preload yet, so But I got it on PC for the specific reason of not having to deal with crappy PS3 download speeds and install times. So even if it ends up not having a preload, I should be on pretty much right around the time everyone else is. So if you want to see the game, you can check back on Tuesday. I should be on tomorrow. I've just been like taking a break from not gaming entirely, but just like doing videos. It's been stressing me out. I've kind of decided to be a little easier on myself in all aspects of life, but most importantly my YouTube channel. So I hear Transformers is pretty short. It's like a 4 to 5 hour game, which is pretty much what Korra was. I mean, Korra was a pretty short game. The speed run for Korra is like under an hour. But like casual playthrough is like 2-3 hours. It looks like Transformers has like a pretty good amount of content, so I'm excited for it. I'm not expecting, you know, Bayonetta level of polish, but it looks like it's going to be pretty good. Yeah, it's on PC. That's how I got it on PC. Even though I know it's going to run fine on PS3, like Platinum Games never really push consoles. You know, they have like little isolated moments where they chug, like in Metal Gear Rising when you fight the Metal Gear and you can cut up all the parts at the end, like the frame rate goes down to like 10 FPS, but the rest of the game's pretty solid. But I just don't want to download big games on PS3 anymore. I'm tired of it taking like 10 hours when it takes like 45 minutes on PC. I have pretty high hopes for it. I mean, they're charging $50 for it, so obviously there's more meat to it than Korra. Like, I mean, if it was Activision that decided to price it at $50, then they would have done that with Korra too, which for Korra would have been a colossal ripoff. That game doesn't really have much content to it at all. Pretty much just play through the campaign and you get a little mini game at the end, and that's it. There's definitely not $50 worth of content there, but 5 playable characters. They said there's 50 challenges, there's a gear upgrading system. Sounds like it's going to have a lot of meat to it for people who actually want to explore the mechanics. Like, the people who just play character action games for the cutscenes, I don't really think it's going to be worth $50, but for people like us, sounds like a pretty good value, so I'm excited for it. It seems like the customization has a lot of RNG on it. I know there's a QTE involved with whether you get like a good synthesis or not. I'm not sure if I'm down with that, but I know that the only currency that you use for the upgrades is money. There doesn't seem to be any kind of other material for it. And you know how Platinum games are, like, it's really only hard to come across money, like, when you're at the beginning of the game. After you've done one playthrough, you have more money than you know what to do with, so hopefully it won't take too much, you know, grinding and RNG to get, like, a really good weapon. I don't even know what stuff you can put on the weapon. I know it's more than just, like, stat increases. I know there's some pretty juicy stuff, like, some weapons can do, like, guard breaks easier. There's supposed to be, like, attack speed, which I could see that helping with bosses, because bosses tick out after a while in most Platinum games. I don't know why people want, like, 50-hour action games. I mean, the whole point is it's supposed to be like an arcade game. Like, I played through the original Bayonetta, like, several times. It was fun. It's when you get into, like, DMC4, you know, territory where the campaign's pretty long and it's not fun to go through. That's when you have a problem. If you have a short, like, campaign that's doesn't really grate on your nerves, like, that's actually a good thing. It means that you actually want to go through it more than once, instead of just play it once and then trade it in. But those people are idiots. Like, there's a lot of, like, pre-release Transformers footage out right now, but none of the people that are recording right now, they don't know how to play. They're all just mashing the square button. So we're not going to have any idea how deep the game is until somebody who actually knows what they're doing puts up footage, which is not going to be anytime soon. So I'm kind of cautious about that. I don't know how well it's going to be in terms of depth and replayability, but you never know with those kinds of games. Like, we didn't know that Bayonetta 2 was going to just pretty much kill all the air combo possibilities until, you know, people like, what's his name? You know, Sar and the other guys. They were the ones that broke the news to us that there were no air combos in Bayonetta. We're not going to know until Tuesday. Anyway, stick around in the chat and I'll send you guys elsewhere. I'll be back in the afternoon. Peace.